Hey everybody, what is going on? I hope everybody is having a good weekend. It is actually Sunday today and I'm trying to put together a quick little video for you guys on a Starlet update. I haven't put much content up lately. We've been, traveling, and I was kind of backed up on the videos, and we flew over to Hawaii, raced the Corolla as you guys saw. We ran our personal best with Billy's red Corolla, the 804. Super happy with that and how that all turned out. Can't wait to go back and see what we could push that Corolla a little bit further. But today we're going to talk about the Starlet, and I wanted to give you guys some updates on what's happening here. So give you guys an update. We have the head off the car right now. We as you guys saw, I don't know if you guys seen some of the older videos, we were testing. We had some issues with the starter. We went to the dyno, we went to the track, we got cut off at Gainesville Raceway. Just way too hot, to be honest with you. I mean, we were trying to test the car in the dead of summer and the weather was awful. I mean, it was like 95 degrees, humidity was through the roof, something that these guys from Hawaii had really never seen. It gets hot over there, but it doesn't get as hot as it does here in the humidity. So it was actually kind of brutal to be trying to race this car in that kind of temperature. Plus you're wearing all your your drag suit, and it's so thick, all the multi-layered stuff. It's just out of control. So whatever, at the end of the day, we got data from that anyways. So what I wanted to do was I basically pulled the head anyway. Since we had some time, I wanted to check, just check the head gasket, put a new gasket on it. We were going through the head. One of the things that happened was the head that's on this car now. So the head that was on here was the head off of my A86 that I used to run. So I had sold that complete engine to Billy. That is not this block. This is another block. That's version block that we started with. It's not the A86 block. We actually have that block as a spare block for this car. So I wanted to, we had some issues with the cams, honestly. The cams that were in that head were a grind that I used back in the day. So you figure I made those cams probably back in '99. It is not the profile I normally run in the 3S drag stuff that I do, but I figured we'd try it out. So we put it together, got the car running as you guys saw, and the profile of the cam, just something didn't seem right to me. We had an issue where one of the valves actually nicked the piston. So, we kind of lost compression in one of the cylinders. So I said, man, let's go through all this. I had the cams sent off to Web Camshafts. They inspected the cams, came back to me and said, hey, these things have a little bit too much duration. Which, remember, when you order a cam from somebody, you are wholeheartedly putting your trust into what the grinder is going to say they built you. And basically the number they put on a cam card, that's all we can really go by. You're believing in your cam manufacturer to build you a cam to the specs that you are asking for and they say they're going to do. And in reality, you don't get that. So I'm not going to say who built the cam for us back then. Regardless, it's not what I use now. So we are going to go back to the tried and true cam that we always ran. And aside from that, like I said, we're gonna, we inspected the motor, make sure everything looks good. New head gasket. So I basically got the head off, tore through the whole head, since we had some time to make sure that everything in the cylinder head looks exactly the way it needs to be. So we checked installed heights, we checked spring pressures, we checked valve to piston clearance. I mean, we just went through the whole thing just for the sole fact that, you got something that kind of gave you a little bit of a problem, so you want to make sure you correct it the right way. So which is what we're doing now. So in saying that, you could see here, of course, like I always sell you guys, you got our custom PSI Racing Traum piston set there. These pistons were actually sponsored to us by Barry from Traum Pistons. So if you look over here, we do actually run Traum piston decal. Barry is the man, has always supported us in everything that we've done. So I want to definitely give him a shout out and show you guys that's exactly what we have in here. Again, thank you, Barry, for helping us out with a a badass set of pistons. The other buddy of ours that helps us out is Ralph from Pro Valve Racing. So we he does all the valves for this whole setup, so I will show you guys that. So here is the cylinder head on the bench, basically going through it, just checking everything that we need to check. all of the locators and stuff that we have. If you look over here, there is a, not that, there you go, pro valve. So you can see there, that's a pro valve racing valve. So we just got the head apart, exhaust valves are here, intake valves, springs, everything's there. Just going through everything. I got my caliper, checking all my installed heights and everything, getting all these numbers right, you know, so the head's clean, ready to go, back on the car. Just a couple things I have to change as far as some of these locators and stuff that we have. And that's it, just making sure everything looks the way it needs to look and specs out the way it needs to spec out. So I should have the head back together, I'm hoping, by the end of the week. I have a few other jobs that have to get done and sent out the door that are priority first. And then from there, hopefully the end of the month, we got the red team coming back to Florida, and we are gonna, you know, hopefully get a couple days of testing here at you know, at our local track. So we're gonna shoot for that. Maybe we might get a chance to hit the dyno. I don't know. That sounds like a lot to do. You know, it's always like, do we dyno first and then go to the track, or just go to the track? I mean, you get so much information from both, but there's nothing like going to the actual racetrack and getting some actual real world data from the track. So just wanted to get you guys an update on that. The starter actually needs to come out also. I have to grind on the teeth to make that starter work a little bit better, but here you guys can get a better bird's eye view of the dry sump pump. Uses a Weldon mechanical fuel pump, so that's all in there. You can see how we run all this stuff up front here. And again, nothing out of this world, you know, fully cemented block. Nothing here is super top secret, you know, our spec heavy duty piston. It's got a powder connecting rod, our billet crankshaft that's in the motor, and that's pretty much it, you know. So we got the car up in the air, checking all the suspension and going through everything again now that I have an opportunity, because, you know, you always want to make sure everything's tight, everything is the way it needs to be. So got the car in the air, just go through it all. You know, it never hurts to basically maintain and just make sure everything is the way it needs to be before you go to the track. So aside from that, I got some other cylinder heads that just came back from the machine shop. 3T motor we're building, 3S motor we're putting together for a customer in Texas. I finally got his head back so I can get this thing assembled and on the way. Here is a spare motor for the Starlet, billet crankshaft again, flywheels on it, so pistons, everybody's in there. So again, just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on. Now that we're back home, you know, hopefully knock out a bunch of stuff here at the shop and get you guys some more drag racing updates and some more shop video and shop footage of things that are getting built. So take care. Hope everybody has a good week, and I will see you guys in the next one. See you later. Bye.